is Tammy from A Mom in Red High Heels. I'm with Jordana and our makeover winner, Sarah. We're just going to listen in on the consultation and find out what they're going to do to Sarah's hair today.
Okay, so from what I understand, you're looking for something that's easy to look after day to day, but can be funky and fun and edgy, so it doesn't look too boring.
Sure.
Yeah? And you want to grow it out?
I'm trying to grow it out,
okay.
But I also recognize that sometimes you have to take a few steps back to take the right steps forward. So I'm not so attached that we can't cut a little bit off, you know, as far as length and stuff. The more I thought about it, the more I realized I'm more open than I would have.
Yeah, your second set of pictures was really fun.
and the reason being is the more stressful that life got, the more sick my son was, the more I wanted to cling to something that was familiar.
Okay.
So brown and chin length bob, just don't mess with it is how it was. But historically, I'm like blonde and short and pixie and black and, you know, all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
So who I am and what I like is very open.
Okay.
But the reason it's been the same is because I've been afraid of just keep things the same kind of thing. So as far as today goes, you know, you've seen the pictures, so you kind of know the style in general.
Yeah, it looks like you like a lot more of a layered look with a lot of shape in it, which I think would be great on you.
Totally up to you.
Because right now, all the weight is down here.
Yes.
And it's kind of pulling your face down. I'd love to lift that up.
Yes.
And make it funner. That's not right.
Yeah.
More fun, messier,
More fun.
funky. I know you used the word edgy a few times.
Yeah.
And then that sort of a cut can also grow out.
Definitely.
Some of the pictures that had really short layers up here, some of them were really high. That's when you get into mullet territory as it grows out. So we're going to keep you in the medium layer land so that as it grows out, it's going to be maintainable. And you'll still have the layers, but you won't have any Stevie Nicks shags.
Okay. Yep.
Color-wise, I did have an idea, which I let Tammy in on. Did you tell her?
I did not. I said I knew a secret.
Okay, so what, I know you've been coloring yourself, right?
I have.
Okay, do you know what you've been using?
I used 20, I think it's 20 straight, and
Okay.
then 5C is another color. I was trying to get away from the reds.
Okay.
A lot of reds historically haven't looked good on me, but I also say that lightly because I'm not the stylist.
Right. What, do you know what brand that is?
It was Natural Instincts. It wasn't the permanent because I figured I'm going to be dyeing it once a month anyway, so I wanted a little bit less harsh.
Oh, that's good.
Because I've got a lot of gray. Yep, saying that on camera. A lot of gray.
Oh my gosh, it's human.
It's right here, it's right here. I'm like, that's the transplant gray hair right there. My son's transplant brought that, so.
Yeah. Well, luckily it's hiding under there, right?
It is
so
hiding, it is.
That works in your favor.
Otherwise it just looks like the sun's glistening.
Yeah, we're highlighting. So then, when you color it,
Yes.
and this is an important question,
Yes.
important for people watching, if you're going to a hairstylist after coloring your hair for a long time, it's important to tell them everything you've done to it, so we know what we're trying to bust through if we're changing it.
Definitely.
So do you aim for the roots only, or do you go all over every time?
I go all over every time.
Okay.
I start with the roots, I start with the gray, because I know I want that darker, and then I kind of do, the other part that gets really light quickly is temples, so you can kind of see.
You're actually kind of a dirty blonde.
Kind of a, yeah, ashy, yeah, brown. I call it dishwater brown. But yeah, so I do kind of here and here first, and then I'll pull through at the end. So the ends stay on maybe about 5 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and it's natural, the natural instinct.
Okay, so that's all I'm going to tell you while they finish their consultation, because you get to be surprised by the color that we know possibly may be coming. But look for edgy, look for funky, and look for definitely not a frumpy mommy look. We'll be back.